Most of you that are watching this already know that I'm a big basketball fan. I grew up playing it and watching it since I was a kid. And one of the guys that I looked up to that I enjoyed watching was Shaquille O'Neal, who is a current inside the NBA analyst and uh, also very accomplished four-time NBA champion, multiple time All Star, Hall of Famer, and the list goes on his achievements. And whenever I hear him speak, I always appreciate his input when it comes to talking about the game of basketball and talk about other concepts as well. And one of the things that he talks about, and he shared this several times in interviews and on the show, is a specific moment in his career when he was playing for the Orlando Magic and he played the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan in one of the playoff runs. And he lost to the Bulls in one year. I forgot which year it was. But after he lost the playoff series to the Bulls, Michael Jordan came up to Shaq and said, in order to succeed, so let me repeat that again. In order to succeed, you must first learn to fail. And I heard that several times, and that really rings true to me. Like, I think about that statement and I realize how true that is. Like, I and it's something that I've always thought about, and when I look back at my life, it just rings so true that you can't really succeed unless you have failed many times. It's failure just seems to be a prerequisite of success. And you could define success in many different ways. But in order to achieve success or achieve a goal, you have to be able to accept failure, accept mistakes that you make along the way, because that road to success or achieving something isn't always going to be perfect. And so I could recount so many times, actually probably countless of times, where I've made so many mistakes, and I've when it comes to achieving goals or relationships, I mean, I've made so many mistakes in my life, and that goes for everyone else out there. So, in order, but through those mistakes, I've been able to achieve a lot of goals or have a lot of success in, maybe relationships down the line, or even attempting those same pursuits of goals that I had failed in previously. Whether it's trying to pass exams in a class for courses, or whether it's trying to make the basketball team, or trying to get better at certain parts of my game, or improving relationships that I've obtained, or improving on relationships that are still ongoing. And I've been able to just improve, and whatever goals I set, I've been able to accomplish a lot of them because of the mistakes that I made in the past. And I think when it comes to dealing with failure, I think for one, it's just accepting the fact that it's gonna happen. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fall and trip along the way as you walk or run on your path. It's just gonna happen. So the first thing is just accepting that it's just part of the nature of trying to pursue goals or trying to achieve something. And when you do accept it, you have to be able to deal with, like, how how you handle defeat, how you handle failure. And there have been many times where I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to handle certain mistakes. And I thought when I made a certain mistake, that was just the end of it. And I didn't know there was opportunity to really grow from it. And I think that's the most important thing to take away from it is when you do fail or when you do come up short, you have to look at it as an opportunity. There's also that saying, you win or you lose, or you win or you learn. So that losing is an opportunity for you to learn from your loss, from your mistakes. And I didn't know that concept until I got a little older and realized, like, oh, this is an opportunity. The opportunity where I made the mistake or I lost is for me to learn from it. And the more I learn from it, the more I realize, oh, I can make these adjustments. I can go back and see what I did wrong and see what kind of fixes I could do or adjustments for me to succeed the next time around when I do pursue that same goal, or if I'm ever in the same scenario where I need to achieve something, I'll be able to do it better the next time around because I've made those adjustments. And so I think the healthier way to dealing with like defeat or failures or mistakes is just say, you know what? I own up to what I did wrong. Here's what I did. Let's see what I could do to make it better and give myself a better chance to succeed on the same thing, um, the same scenario that I was in before where I did make the mistake. And I think when you go with that healthier approach, you're far more likely to succeed the next time around. And so, another thing important to note is just that when you do fail, don't think so lowly of yourself. Don't think of yourself as a failure, and don't feel ultimately so defeated that you don't want to go for it anymore, that you're so scared of making those mistakes. I think it's important to accept the fact that it's okay to make mistakes along the way because at the end of the day, no one is perfect, right? And, you know, it's okay. It's okay that you're not perfect. Even if you're a perfectionist, and I think I have some perfectionist characteristics on my own and can be too hard on myself. But at the same time, I have to accept the fact and understand that, I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. But the important thing is accepting those mistakes, owning up to it, taking responsibility, and growing from it, learning from it, so it could give you an opportunity to succeed later down the line and also be able to grow from that experience. And so I think those are the takeaways when it comes to dealing with failure and when it comes to dealing with achieving success. So it's just important not to quit. Not to quit. Don't think of yourself as a quitter or a failure. Accept that you do make mistakes. You can learn from it, make the adjustments, and then just keep working hard, being disciplined for you to conquer that goal or um, improve on something that you pursued earlier, improve on a relationship. You know, it could be passing an exam for a course or passing the class, improving on the grade, whatever the case may be. Just keep going at it, learn from your mistakes, and give yourself another opportunity for you to be able to succeed